Hi, I'm Mrs. S from Steps to Success Maths. In this video, we're looking at GCSE exam questions on simplifying surds. Pause the video, have a go, and we'll go through it together step by step. There's a free worksheet with work solutions to go with this video, so you can keep practicing. Write root 75 in the form k root 5, where k is an integer. So really, all we're doing is simplifying this square root or surd into its simplest form. And we do that by splitting 75 into two numbers that multiply together to make 75. And we want one of those numbers to be a square number. So 75 could be written as 25 times 3. And that's good because 25 is a square number. So I've got root 25 times 3, all under the square root. And then I could split it up. So root 25 times root 3 means the same thing. And then I know the square root of 25 is 5. So I can write this as 5 root 3. And that's what we're looking for, 5 root 3. Write root 63 in the form k root 7, where k is an integer. Now use this k root 7 to help you. We want to do 7 times something and get 63. So 7 times 9 is 63, and 9 is good because it's a square number. So we've got root 9 root 7, and the square root of 9 is just 3. 3 root 7. That's in the form we want, so k is 3. Write 5 root 300 in the form k root 3, where k is an integer. So just like the last one, but this time we've got the 5 on the outside. 5 times root 300. Let's simplify root 300 first. So we can just leave the 5 there. 5 times the square root of 3 times 100. So 5 times root 3 root 100. 5 times, and then root of 100 is just 10, and we still got root 3. And 5 times 10 is 50. So our answer is 50 root 3. Write root 50 plus root 72 in the form a root b, where a and b are integers. So this time it hasn't given us a hint in the question, so we're going to have to do it ourselves. Remember, you're always looking for square numbers. In order to combine them together, we need the same square root in both. So let's start with root 50. 25 times 2 is 50, and 25 is a square number. So this could be written as root 25 times 2, which is root 25 root 2, and the square root of 25 is 5, so 5 root 2. And then root 72 is 36 times 2. So the root 36 root 2, and the square root of 36 is 6, so 6 root 2. Look how both of them now have a root 2. You can use that once you've got one to help you find the other. And then if you add them together, 5 add 6 is 11, so you've got 11 root 2. Write root 300, take away root 48 in the form a root b, where a and b are integers. Okay, so we know what we're trying to do. We're looking for square numbers. So 100 times 3 is the same as the root of 300. So root 100 root 3, which is 10 root 3. And then we're going to take away root 48. Now we want this to have a root 3 in it. So 3 times 16 is 48, and 16 is a square number. So this is 16 root 3, and the square root of 16 is 4. So 4 root 3. 10 root 3 take 4 root 3 leaves us with 6 root 3. write 3 root 8 plus root 18 in the form a root 2, where a is an integer. Okay, so there's a hint in the question we're interested in root 2. We can start with 3 root 8 and leave that 3 alone for a minute. So 3 root, and we could do 4 times 2 to make 8. 3 root 4 root 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. So 3 times 2 root 2, which is 6 root 2. And now if we do the root of 18, again we want to have a 2 in there. So 9 times 2, so that's root 9 root 2, which is 3 root 2. So we've got 6 root 2 plus 3 root 2, which is 9 root 2. Write 3 root 150 plus root 24 in the form a root b, where a and b are integers. So we know what to do, we've just got to spot them. So 3 times the root of 150 is 3 times the square root of. Now we need to find a square number in this. So we just quickly go through some of them, like 4 won't work and 9 won't work, but 25 will. So 25 times 6, which is 3 root 25 root 6, which is 3 times 5 root 6, which gives us 15 root 6. And now we're going to do the 24 one, and we're looking for a 6 in there. So root 24 is the same as root of 4 times 6, which is root 4 root 6. Square root of 4 is 2, so 2 root 6. So we've got 15 root 6 plus 2 root 6, which is 17 root 6. Find the perimeter of the rectangle. Give your answer in the form a root b, where a and b are integers. So we need to add up all the way around the outside of this rectangle. 2 root 63 plus another 2 root 63 plus root 175 plus root 175. So if we tidy that up, we've got 4 root 63 plus 2 root 175. Now let's break them down, starting with the 4 root 63. So we've got 4 root of 9 times 7, because 9 is a square number. 4 root 9 root 7. Then 4 times the square root of 9 is 3, and we're still left with root 7. So that's 12 root 7. And then if we do the 2 root 175, we've got 2 root, and we want a 7 in there, so that's 25 times 7. So 2 root 25 root 7, which is 2 times 5 root 7. Remember, the square root of 25 is 5. And that's 10 root 7. So we've got 12 root 7 plus 10 root 7. And that's 22 root 7. This topic is tricky till you get the hang of it. So make sure you use my free worksheet linked in the comments to practice. I'm covering the whole of GCSE Maths, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any videos or worksheets